Oh,
Welcome, everyone.
Lucky.
This is
Um,
Upstage Rewind. I'm Chrislyn Lashington, and joining me today, I'm so excited to have my fellow dancers in the building. So I'm here to welcome, of course, Leanna, Joseph, and Kamira Phillip. They're artistic directors for One Unit Dance Company, and also the accountant as well as momager. Shaniel Gibbs is also here. Welcome, ladies.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Hi.
having us.
It's so good to have you all. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Upstage Rewind, where we share and have conversations around entertainment and the performing arts in Grenada. So you all just dropped this brand new dance company, and I'm proud of y'all for stepping into that direction. But I mean, Kamira and Liana, we've known each other for probably more than 2 decades at this point
Yes.
because
Long
of
time.
dancing.
Yes,
We
yes.
used to dance with Auntie Cheryl, Grenada School of Dance, since way back when. And then
Yes.
we've all kind of ended up in our own separate journeys. I want to ask you, why is it that you're all still dancing? Because, so many people have gone by the wayside, they've stopped dancing, but you are still in dance. Why?
That's a really good question, though. Well, for me, I continue dancing because the love and the passion and the fire was there from since inception, from since I was young. Like you said, I started off with Grenada Dance, the Grenada School of Dance. Then I became a founding member of Spiceland Dance Group dancers, and then a performance member of Conception Dance Theater. And throughout my dance journey, we've been given so many opportunities. I remember performing at the Festival of the Arts and the dance festival that was held every 2 years, and we had workshops and summer intensives. So I saw those as amazing platforms for me to, share my love for dance and be so expressive. And I'm so grateful for the opportunities that we got because, of course, those opportunities propelled me, to further my studies in dance. I actually studied dance in Canada as well, through the Ballet Creole Professional Training Program. If I speak for Shanika Gibbs, who's also an artistic director, she couldn't be at the interview today, but she also furthered her studies at the Edna Manley Performing Arts at Jamaica. And presently, she is an adjunct lecturer at Edna Manley. She's a dance captain at La Cadco. She is a modern specialist, technique specialist at Play of the Arts. I mean, she's just doing an amazing job out there. So the opportunity was always there. And of course, because that was instilled at a young age, it was, we had to keep going.
And Kamira, what about you? Why are you still dancing after all this time?
Well, just like Liana said, dance is just an innate love. This is something that is deeply, deeply embedded from a very young age. I also started with Grenada School of Dance, then went on to Spice and Dancers. I was not a founder, but danced with them for many years. And then also went on to Conception Dance Theater. And I must say that despite the fact that I did not further my dance studies like Liana and Shanika did, but the workshops, the dance intensives, all of these things have worked to further develop not only my technique but discipline. It developed us holistically. We were always taught by Tahira. We were pushed and encouraged to teach, to create, to choreograph. So this is something that we learned from young ages. And
Right.
so this is our opportunity to pass on some of these skills and disciplines to the generation coming up behind us.
No, that's amazing. I love that you said that. And it's so good to see that it's guided you in different places. Now you've come together now and started one unit. You dropped this fire video. And it's funny because the first time I felt like I heard about one unit was through a post that Dash made on social media. And he talked about one unit. And I'm like, oh, cool. There's a new a dance company in the building, right?
Yeah.
And then I would see you practicing like crazy at the youth center when I have my Zumba classes there, and eventually learned that you were preparing for your launch. Now you launched with a video, and I'm going to show that video right now. I mean, it is Upstage Rewind, so let's rewind that launch video.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people.
Powerful. And we have some people making some great comments.
Yeah.
One person saying yes, and you guys were amazing in convent. So that's
Thank
great.
you.
Mercedes
Thank
saying,
you.
love y'all. And of course,
Love you, Mercedes.
We do.
and Mr. Seals is saying, lovely, keep the dance alive. So it's really good. Now, you dropped that video with
Thank
a caption.
you.
I'm going to read that caption. It says, separated by our journeys, united by the movement and rhythm of our souls. One body, one voice, one unit. Now that just like, what does that caption mean to you as a launch video for One Unit Dance Company?
Trust me, Crystalline, that caption is everything to us. It has everything to do with our connection as individuals, as friends, as dancers, as sisters. The caption is basically our life, just us, you know. We've taken different paths in life. Some of us have traveled to further our education. Kamira became a mom and an entrepreneur. We all reside, some of us reside in different islands. But what has always brought us back together was dance, and it will always be dance. You know, we always met in that dance space, be it an engagement or a conversation or so. It's always been about dance. And one of the things we stand for when we speak about one unit, one voice is that each core member has, you know, the opportunity to voice their opinions, make recommendations, give their advice, choreograph, create. It's a free space, a no judgment space. And, you know, that's just what it is for us. It's always been a love. It's always been that passion. And we just want to share it with our core members as well as the Grenadian public and wider world.
Nice. So, Mrs. Gibbs, you're here as well as the accountant and manager. Tell us about the various players, the various partners of One Unit.
The various partners, there is no partners of One Unit. The partners, I would say, are the co-members. One Unit is a company. Every co-member have their own particular responsibility outside of the dancing, and they're assigned roles, and which makes my job easier in terms of the financial aspect or the business aspect. I take care of that part, and they're allowed to go forth and to create and to take care of the costuming and the production and ensure that that is delivered in top quality representing the brand. And although I do that, for me, it's more than just the financial aspect when coming to the motherly nurturing, the nurturing of the young women that I have seen since some of them 4, 3 years old. It is heartwarming to see their level of commitment and their level of creativity and passion. So just to be there to give them that advice to go forth and create, and to know that creativity has a purpose and a place. It's always heartwarming when I pass in to see them, in action and interacting with each other for one purpose. So there is a support structure for them. And that I said, it's very, very important to have support structure in this industry. And it allows them to just blossom and grow and to welcome others in the space.
I love that. I love that because let's be real. If our parents didn't allow us to go to dance way back when and provided, you know what I mean? Like cooked lunch, cooked catering for rehearsals, dropped us here and there, gave us money
And
for this and
everywhere.
that,
Yep.
we would not be where we are today. So I must say hats off to mothers like you, Mrs. Gibbs, and all the mothers supporting creative children. You know what I mean? I think that it's so important. So it's good to know that you have that structure in there. And I think what's also good, and I want to hear from you, why is it important to separate the creative responsibilities from the business responsibilities?
It is important to separate the two, because what would happen, you will allow the artistic directors to create more, to be more creative, and to have to think less about the financial aspect, about the running of the business. Though two coincide to make one, it is important to separate them to get a more effective process, and to get a proper product. Because if they are intertwined, sometimes it can be very stressful. Like, persons do not understand when you putting on a production, or you getting ready for a performance. It takes a lot. There is more that happens behind the scene before you see the final product, and that sometimes we as spectators do not understand. So once that structure is done properly, you would get a better product coming out.
Indeed. Thank you so much. And of course, you're watching Upstage Rewind by Upstage TV show. You can always catch the juice on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, let's dive into a little bit behind the scenes. How is it producing this video for you?
Well, before we get into that, we would like to say a big thank you and shout out to the people who really helped us behind the scenes, Risa and Rohan at EME Marketing, Sam at SO Productions, the videographer, and Kimberly Phillip, who was our silent but our first investor slash sponsor. So we really, really would like to thank these persons. They helped us a lot. They worked behind the scenes. The audience didn't get to see this, but they were integral in this process.
Excellent.
Yes,
and of course, you put in weeks of rehearsals, because I saw that. But how is it shooting? Because you shot this at Fort Matthew, right?
We did, yeah. So the shooting process, to be honest, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as grueling as it could have been. Yes, it did tax our bodies a little bit, having to redo things over and over to make sure they are done just right and to our standards. Because, the most important thing to us was to put out a good product, a product that's we and anyone else would have no problems endorsing, something that we would be proud of. So it took us 2 days to shoot, but this was also because we shot two videos, one of which you have not seen as yet. So look out for that.
We're ready. We're ready. Definitely share it with us when that is out. Now, talk to us about auditions and what type of company you are, because I noticed that you held auditions last month in October, and I wanted to know, how did that go? What type of person are you looking for to join One Unit?
Well, I'll say it to start off this question. When we
Mhm.
started One Unit, our intent was purely to have a performance company. However, after dropping that video, we were bombarded with requests and questions and people just showing so much interest in having their kids join or joining themselves and so on. So our vision for the group has since evolved and continues to evolve. So right now, our vision or our immediate vision for the group
Mhm.
is to offer open classes to persons who are interested in just taking classes. We are not at the moment opening up to expanding the company just yet, although we will be soon enough. And we also have the intention to start a junior ensemble.
Mhm.
So we will be looking for some younger folks.
Mm.
Yes, yeah, we have a few things in our pipeline. We have a workout class, Slay by Ash Slay, which will be headed by Ashley
I love
Jerome.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we have a few things in the pipeline. So just follow us on Facebook and Instagram at One Unit.
Mhm.
We will be announcing these things as time goes on.
One person is asking here, when will be your dance concert?
Wow.
Mm.
Mm. They're
Wow,
ready for you.
wow, wow, wow.
I
Wow.
mean,
Well,
yeah, we've been impacted by COVID, all businesses, it's in the works. We didn't really think about that as yet based on what's been happening right now. But, we never know what the future would hold. It may be 2021, it may be 2022, but we just want to ensure that you guys follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll keep you up to date. Yeah?
That's amazing. That is amazing. Now, of course, let me find out from you. Are there any dancers that you like following or gain inspiration from? It could be in Grenada, it could be anywhere. Anyone inspires you or any group inspires you?
Well, for one, I love Misty Copeland growing up. She is an amazing, amazing dancer, a black dancer. You want to emulate her posture, her love for dance, her discipline. I mean, growing up, you watched her evolve, into such an amazing person, not only in dance but as a public figure. So that's one person I, would follow on Instagram a lot.
Awesome. And she has some great books, not just for a dancer, but for younger dancers coming up.
Yes,
So
mhm,
for those
yes.
of
mhm.
you who, might be interested in getting more information and inspiration, definitely check those out. What about you, Kamira?
Um, well, I also follow Misty. I also follow on Instagram Legs for Life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's a black male dancer, ballet dancer at that. And his story is quite interesting. I also enjoy looking at La Cadco, which is the company that Shanika dances with in Jamaica, NDTC, and other regional dance groups around the region. They really put out some really good, inspiring pieces. Also, Alvin Ailey, that is definitely
Yeah, that's a
one.
staple.
Yeah.
I think
It
that's a
is
staple.
really, really. Debbie Allen, yeah,
Uh-huh.
just to name a few.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you have all done a group, one unit, but is it one genre of music that you do performances or dance or workout to, or are you quite diverse?
No, we're very much diverse. We dabble in a number of genres: modern, jazz, Afro contemporary, modern contemporary, traditional dances as well. We try to do everything. We're even going into dance hall, so look out for that.
I see you.
But
I
really,
see you.
yes,
I
yes.
love
Our
it. I love it.
vision is to just strengthen dance, the foundation of dance in Grenada, to elevate and unify dance in Grenada because it's needed heavily. We have a lot of young persons who want to pursue dance as a career, and we want to, have that platform there. We want to create avenues. We're going to be networking. We're going to be reaching out to our regional and international connections just to ensure that we create that opportunity for other persons to do it. A number of us in the fraternity have done it, and it is possible, but it's just that we are going to be actively pursuing those opportunities for persons who want to pursue that.
I love it. Now, I want to talk about what dance does for us. So, of course, it keeps us fit and we're performing and we look good on stage. But I feel like there are other things that the art form brings to an individual and their personality. And maybe Mrs. Gibbs, you can tell us a little bit about what you've observed while watching all of us grow in this, what dance can do for a person.
After watching all of you guys, Kamira, Shanika, Liana, you too, Chrissy, I've watched you dance a couple times. I have seen dance allow individuals to have a voice, because I would say most persons in the creative arts, they are very, very quiet. They are within themselves. Sometimes they lack self-confidence. So I've seen dance allow an individual to become and find themselves, to grow, to when that person hit that stage. I would always say, and I would draw from Shanika, you watch her walk on the street. It's one calm, simple person. And then you watch her hit the stage, and then she evolved into this, I call her a dance beast sometimes. Is that you're trying to figure out, is that the same person that I just said hi to? So dance allow our young people to find themselves, not only a voice, but to find who they are as an individual. And it should be more attention should be given to it in that aspect, because our young people, I would say, is lacking that kind of voice, that kind of powerful story. They have a lot of story to tell, but who is listening or who is willing to listen? So dance allow them that opportunity to come in that space and to tell their own story, so that somebody can listen.
I wish I had a hammer right now, because you just like you hit all the nails on the head.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. There have been times I performed. It doesn't matter what is going on in my life. Once I hit that stage, nothing else matters, and there's no problems. There's no stress. Do you guys have the same? Do you ladies have the same?
Oh my
experience?
gosh.
The time,
We
the time.
all do. We all do. I mean, let me just add too. Dance is a discipline. Listen. So if you think, I mean, some people just do it for, some parents also might just send their child to a class because it's an extracurricular activity, and school is over, dance is over. But listen, dance can take you places. And you really have to be disciplined to be a dancer. Listen, we remember growing up, when we were with Spice and Dancers at the time, especially when we had shows, we had dance camp after dance camp after dance camp. When we had workshops, it was hours on end. I remember one particular workshop, and this was when we were on vacation. So all our friends, Lyman, party, this is carnival time. And where were we? Dancing from 8 o'clock. We danced from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, we broke off. We went home, had a shower, got something to eat, returned to the dance studio to rehearse for Soca Monarch until 11 and 12 o'clock that night. And this was day in and day out. So listen, for the love, seriously. And I remember dancing. My grandmother died. I danced. Something stressed me out. Go to the dance studio. I danced. Dance really is a release for a lot of people. It is your place to regroup, just to forget about whatever might be stressing you out, might not be going right in life. This is just a place to be yourself and just to regroup and release.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely true. And one person is asking, would you be doing traditional dance?
Yes,
We
definitely.
would.
We mentioned that. We recently had a performance, and it was a ballet dance. We love our traditional dances. Of course, we'll be embarking on a project soon, but you need to follow us to know what that is. It's all in relation to our culture and dance in Grenada. So once again, look out for that.
Ooh, I love it. I love that there's
Yeah,
more to come. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Teasing us. There's also a little tip here. It says Dance Africa Barbados is a very
They
good place
Yes,
are.
to
yes,
Yes,
check out.
they are.
yes,
They're
yes. I know
beautiful,
a lot of
beautiful.
them. Yes, very
Awesome.
much.
And
Hmm.
where have you traveled as a result of dance?
Well, for me personally, we started with Spice and Dancers. We traveled to Trinidad to dance with Liaison for a Dance Company. So that was our first ever overseas flight as a dance group with
Yeah,
Spice
and this
and
was in
Dancers.
what primary? Was this in
And
primary school? I think.
yeah, definitely in primary school.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We did Carifesta with Conception Dance Theatre. I know they also went down to Trinidad to perform at other dance conferences. And of course, I would have traveled and performed and studied in Canada with the Ballet Creole
Mm-hmm.
performance company, as well as Shanika. She's currently in Jamaica doing her thing, doing everything related to dance, and she's so successful. Edna Manley, she's like I said, she's a lecturer there. She teaches at other top school. She's a dance captain at another performance company called the Catco. I mean, she's doing the most. We've all traveled. We're all qualified. We're
Mm-hmm.
all well trained dancers, and we just want to share our experiences with everyone else.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
some of us also got to travel to Canada, though we didn't go
Hmm.
to study, but from for the IABD conference, that's the
Yes,
International
yes.
Association of Blacks in Dance. That was a
Hmm.
really, really good experience.
Hmm.
We also went to New York with Conception for Grenada Day. Some of the other girls went to Canada for Canada Day, Grenada Day in Canada, sorry. So, really took us places.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. And I can say the same. I mean, and
Hmm.
almost all of this happened while I was in primary school and secondary school. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
Yes.
good that you get to see other places, connect with other creators in different spaces as well, all
Yes.
because somebody decided, let's nurture that dance talent. So
Yes.
I think we have to say thank you to all the people who supported us
Trust
from
me.
Yay
For
High all the way.
sure.
Yes, yes,
Thank you to you,
definitely.
Mrs. Gibbs, and other parents like you, and teachers and dance teachers that we've experienced along the way. So
Hmm.
Mhm.
let us know, where can we follow One Unit and get more information and all that juicy info that will be coming soon?
Well, on Instagram, our Instagram handle is oneunit.gd. Our Facebook name, sorry, is One Unit. So you can follow us on both pages, Instagram and Facebook. We post regularly enough anything we have coming up, any announcements, we post these there, both on Instagram and Facebook. So follow us there. We tend to post stories also. So you want to see a little piece of us behind the scenes, rehearsals, classes, just follow us. You'll see all of this there.
Awesome, awesome. You have somebody in the comments working for you right there.
Yes.
This is one of our core members. Hi, Tori.
Awesome.
I also saw Patty, who's another one of
Yes,
our
she's
Yes,
core
here,
she's
members.
there.
her
Hi,
member.
Patty.
Yes.
Awesome. It's so good to see all of you as young women collaborating in a very successful way. And I must applaud you for doing that, because sometimes you don't see that often. So congratulations on your new journey. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching on Upstage Rewind. This was Liana, Kamira, and Chanel Gibbs from One Unit. Be sure to check them out on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, this is Upstage Rewind, a side gig from Upstage TV show. And you can actually watch Upstage TV show season 1 on GBN. So that's going to be happening Wednesdays from 8 p.m. between November 18th to December 23rd. And then we have a lovely Christmas special for you. So definitely stay tuned to our pages, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, Upstage TV show. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. I'll see you soon. Bye.